Hi YouTube, I'm Ellie, it's a vibe. I am coming at you here today with a tutorial for this bucket hat. Look how cute it is. It has the Alpine stitch. It's not your regular, degular, schmegular, half double crochet, single crochet bucket hat. No, girl. No. This is a fun crochet texture bucket hat. Don't I look pretty? I look like your Lola coming at you with some fresh tomatoes picked from my garden, but you know what? Lola vibes all summer long. Backstory on the hat. I was on Google looking for some crochet textures and Alpine stitch came up. It makes sense. Alpine A first on the list. I bet you it was second because I never choose the first. And I was like, that stitch. Will it bucket hat? Spoiler alert, it does, and it makes a really cute bucket hat too. It's so pretty, it's so cute. If you want to learn how to make this bucket hat, stick around for the tutorial, and if you do end up making this bucket hat, take a picture and tag me on Instagram. It's a vibe on Instagram. I couldn't get the Issa on Instagram. Well anyways, let's get on to the tutorial. Woo! Okay, so for this tutorial, you're gonna need some worsted weight yarn. I'm using the Cascade 220 Superwash. It's a worsted weight. It says level 3, but it's not. It's definitely worsted. For the measurements of this hat, the top of your hat is gonna be about 17 centimeters. You can make it as big or small as you want. 17 just works for me, but you can add or subtract rows as you see fit. From the top of the hat to the bottom of your Alpine stitch portion, the body, you're going to be about 16 centimeters long. And then from the top of the hat to the bottom of the brim, it's going to be about 22 centimeters long. So just keep those numbers in mind when you're making your hat. To begin, grab a size I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Make a magic ring, and you're going to single crochet 6 stitches into the magic ring. This is going to be the foundation for your hat. Each row will be a multiple of 6 stitches, so 6, 12, 18, etc, etc. Once that's finished up, pull the tail end. This is my favorite part. It's so satisfying. Look at it go. It's like a puckering butthole. For the first round, you're going to do increases in every stitch for a total of 12 stitches. To do an increase, you put 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. It can get a little tight, as you can see me here struggling to get my hook in the stitches. You're going to want to place a stitch marker so you know where the beginning of the round is. I'm going to shamelessly plug my Etsy shop right now, etsy.com/shop/issa5. You're going to be able to find the PDF version of this pattern as well as the stitch markers that I've made. So if you feel like supporting me, please take a look. Now that you've reached the end of the row, remove your stitch marker, pull the tail for that super puckered butthole look, and begin the next row. This row is going to be 1 single crochet and then increase in the next stitch. At the end of this row, you should have 18 stitches. One more look at my stitch markers. Look how cute they are. Continue on with this pattern of 1 single crochet, then an increase all the way around. It should be 6 times. You're actually going to have 6 increases for every round of the top of the hat. For round 3, you're going to single crochet 2 times and then increase in the stitch after that. You're going to repeat this pattern all the way around, and at the end you should have 24 stitches. So just to show you again, you do 2 single crochets and then an increase in the 3rd stitch. For round 4, you're going to single crochet 3 times and then increase in that 4th stitch. You'll notice the jump cuts for when I place my stitch marker. I like to place my stitch marker at the beginning of the round after I've done 2 stitches. You're going to repeat that pattern of 3 single crochets with an increase in the 4th stitch all the way around. At the end of the round, you should have 30 stitches. You're going to continue on in this pattern, adding a single crochet before that increase every round. Feel free to pause the video here to see the rest of the pattern for the top of the hat. Now it's time for the body of the hat. You're going to chain 3. This counts as a stitch in your counts. Every stitch in this round is done in the back loops only. So you're going to double crochet in the back loops of every stitch in this round. At the end of each round, slip stitch into the top of that beginning chain. Begin round 2, pull up a loop, and insert your hook through the back of that starting chain from the last row. Place the loop on the hook, bring it around that chain. Then you're going to chain 3. After you've done that chain, you're going to do a double crochet in the stitch right next to it. Next, you're going to do a front post treble crochet around the double crochet from the previous round. And then your next stitch is going to be a double crochet right after. Continue this pattern all the way around. This can get a little confusing, especially on the second row, but just remember to alternate stitches. And if you think about it, when you do a double crochet, don't do a front post treble crochet in the stitch right below it. For round 3 of the body of the hat, you're going to chain 3. This counts as a double crochet for this row. Next, you're going to do a front post treble crochet around the double crochet from the previous row. Then you're going to double crochet in the next stitch and continue this pattern all the way around. Front post treble crochet around the double crochet from the previous row, and then double crochet right next to it. A good rule of thumb for the Alpine stitch is to look at the row before it. If there's a double crochet, then you're going to be doing a front post treble crochet, and if there's a front post treble crochet, you're going to be doing a double crochet. So continue in that pattern, alternating stitches all the way around. This is what the Alpine stitch should look like after rows 2 and 3. Repeat rows 2 and 3 until your piece measures 16 centimeters from the top of the hat, or until you reach your desired length. To begin the brim of the hat, you're going to be doing half double crochets in the front loops only to get that brim effect. So begin by doing 5 half double crochets and then increase in the 6th stitch, and repeat that pattern all the way around. To increase with half double crochets is the same thing as increasing with single crochets. You put 2 half double crochets in 1 stitch. Fun fact, half double crochets are my favorite stitch. At the end of the first round of the brim, go straight into the second round with a half double crochet through both loops. Place your stitch markers so you know where the end of the row is, and continue on in this row like we did the top of the hat. For this round, do 6 half double crochets and then an increase on the 7th stitch. And just like before, repeat this pattern all the way around. Continue on in this pattern like we did for the top of the hat, adding 1 half double crochet before the increase each round. So this next round would be 8 half double crochet, then increase all the way around, and then the next one would be 9 half double crochet, increase all the way around. I followed this until I had 6 rows, which meant I was doing 11 half double crochets and then an increase. Feel free to add more rows as you like, increasing the number of half double crochets by 1 each round. To finish off the hat, you're going to slip stitch into the stitch next to your last one. I don't know if you got that, but then you're going to cut a tail, pull it through the loop, and then weave in your ends with a tapestry needle. I never see people on YouTube do this, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to leave this in. I don't know, but this is what I do. I just kind of weave the end through the bottom of the brim, and then I stick it in towards the back. That sounds so dirty, but yeah, I just weave it through the back of the stitches, and that's about it. That's how I finish off my hats. Ta-da! And you don't really see them through the front, I don't think. So just cut any excess yarn off, and there you have it. You're done. That's how you make this hat, everybody. Woo! What a trip! Yay! Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye. Ugh, I'm such an awkward potato. Thank you for watching. Bye!